Shalom, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Waha Raka Kwedash, double honors to the men who taught me this truth, the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Also, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying. And from sundown to sundown, which is actually a day, we move more and more and more closer to the MOTB being made mandated worldwide. I have a quick article concerning the push for a worldwide mandate for the MOTB or the CHIP. It says, is Mexico phasing out cash inside the growing push to go digital at gas stations and toll roads? In a country where cash has long been king, Mexico may be approaching a turning point as President-elect Claudia Sheinbaum prepares to take office. Conversations around modernizing the country's payment system are gaining traction, particularly at everyday checkpoints like gas stations and highway toll booths. While no actual nationwide mandate has been enacted to eliminate cash, the direction is becoming increasingly clear. Mexico is steadily and strategically moving towards a more digital economy, and that's the whole world, all right? America, Mexico, all right, and across the whole world. Eventually, everybody's going to be cashless, all right, because it is written in the scriptures. The scripture tells us in the book of Isaiah 46 and verse 9, it says, remember the former things of old, for I am the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and there is none else. I am the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and there is none like me. Verse 10, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. And it's going to be of the Most High's pleasure to allow this devil, the wicked elites, the world bankers, to put forth that CHIP, okay, that MOTB. The Most High is putting the spirit upon these devils, all right, to come with their NWA, their New World Agenda, okay, to put forth their NWO, which is their New World Order. And it's going to be spearheaded by that CHIP, because this devil wants to be like the Most High. That's the high level of pride that the Most High have wired this devil with, okay? But it's all in the Most High's plans, because this MOTB, this micro CHIP, is the Most High's MOTB. It's the Most High's CHIP. He gave this man the thought to try to make himself to be like him. So when the Most High take this man down, it's going to be justified. He that exalteth himself shall be abased. Okay? The scripture tells us in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 3, in verse 2, it says, O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. And that should be a natural reaction when you hear the speech of the Most High through his mouthpieces, which are the prophets. O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, revive thy work in the midst of the years. And that's what the Most High have done, because over the years, technology has superseded itself. All right, it get more and more advanced. Okay, it was 3G, 4G, 5G. They're moving on to 6G, getting the world ready for the MOTB. All right, the infrastructure for the MOTB, all right, is in place right now. The MOTB shall be and will be made mandated across the world, because this is the counsel of the Most High. All right, and his words shall not return unto him void. Okay, it says, in the midst of the years make known, in wrath remember mercy. All right, and this is going to be a part of the Most High's wrath, and we want the Most High to remember us. Okay, that's why we want to continue to store up our treasures in heaven. So when that MOTB hit, we'll have the mind not to take it, all right, and trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's why we want to continue in the patience. The scripture says in the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, and verse 23, it says, let us, which is the hopeful elect in our case, hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. Let's jump down to verse 35. It says, cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense of reward. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise. Okay? And that's what we're performing, the will of the Most High, to set our face against Mount Seir, to prophesy against this place. And we want to continue in that. That's storing up your treasures in heaven. Okay? And the Most High is not a man that he should lie. All right? Hebrews 6 and 10, the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. Okay? That's why it says, cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense of reward. Okay? Because Revelation 13 and 16 is about to take place on a worldwide scale. Okay? The Most High is going to force this devil to mandate this sea hip. Revelation 13 and 16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And this is the micro sea hip that the scriptures speaking of. Okay? And the Most High put the Spirit upon John of Patmos to put this revelation forth. And these words shall not return unto the Most High void. That's why we want to keep our patience, because there is a reward for us keeping our patience. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept, meaning you held fast, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Okay, and patience simply means to suffer, man. All right, we suffered it out. We endured unto the end. It says, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And what is that hour of temptation? The ultimate hour of temptation is the micro sea hip being made mandated. It says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right, so this time is about to take place, and Lord willing, he keep us. All right, because we kept the word of his patience. Lord willing, I prayed that this made sense and that this was edifying. Shalom.